Amy Medford with Med. That's my grommet smile. I'm just crackers for cheese.
It's perfect.
Anytime I smile like that, Greg tells me, that's your grommet smile.
It is so grommet.
It's my favorite emoji. Yeah, so Amy Medford with Medford Knife and Tool. Fradon Lock has a sick shipment of knives, so I'm not going to talk too much before I start showing them. They're in Syracuse, New York. If you're not familiar with Fradon Lock, safeandlockstore.com is their website. Ed is the contact there. Let's see what we have. I'm going to start on the smaller end of the spectrum. They have two of these Hund, all blacked out, PVD coated, the clip, the handle, spring, hardware, everything. And again, if you're ever wondering, the shoulder pin is the only part of the knife that will not get PVD coated if it is a blackout knife, because it performs a function and we just don't want to mess with that. Do you get me? All right, 2 micros. One Terminator style. Oh, no, it's not. I say that sometimes and then the light catches it and I go, hey, dummy, that's a violet to bronze fade. And if you turn it blade down, you'll see the very cool jimping. I mean, that's really nicely done, especially considering all done by hand. How, it's almost perfectly symmetrical and done by hand. Totally cool. It looks medieval almost. Hopefully someone will answer that phone before I go crazy. There we go. Another micro here. This one's been faced and flamed, and this is the first time when this micro got done that I saw this, let's say, selection of hues on here. Usually there's a lot more blue and red. This is more subdued. They're more earth tones, and I gotta tell you, I dig it. It's dirty and rough and tumbly looking, and I think it's awesome. I think one of my favorite ones as of yet. S35 Tumble Tonto blade. Yeah, a subtle bronze spring, faced and flamed on the clip to match. Damn, that's sexy. All right, 2 Genesis T-knives. Ed ordered these from me, I want to say 2 years ago. He said if you ever come across any Vulcan blades, he put the order in a long time ago, and here we are finally. And he ordered 3 and I only had 2. So that will tell you how difficult it is to come by Vulcan blades. S35 Vulcan Tonto. Both have that really deep red rock look to them. Faced and flamed handles with this kind of DNA, I guess, flame pattern on it. And again, faced and flamed clip. These are just tumbled on the spring because there's so much other cool stuff going on in the knives that I just don't want to distract from it, especially with the Vulcan blades. These 2 slim middies here, again, they've been faced and flamed, and I think Jeff O'Prandy would probably refer to these as Chimera. They've got that splattered effect, dirty, just totally, look mitochondrial almost. And I know Jackie's turning the camera to catch the polished effect and the sculpting effect to it. So totally cool. And one's bronze, one's blue. And I love that it doesn't hit down in the recessed portion. It has a nice contrast to it. And then Ed is totally known for requesting laser engravings. So we have a hexagonal, a honeycomb. Yeah, I think honeycomb is a good way to describe it. Slim midi, and that has been laser pattern on the handle, nothing on the spring. Oh, and a little bit on the clip. Adds a nice little additional interest to it. Some catacombs. I would call these catacomb skulls on them. We have one on the slim midi and one on the full-size Praetorian. And Adam had modified the size and dropped it down a little bit so that it fits the slim midi a little better. Both PVD coated blades, which goes really nicely with it. It's interesting because if you hit the light right on this, it looks blue. It looks like a lighter, more brilliant blue, but at different angles, it looks like it's black, and it matches the blade really nicely. It's a tumble PVD blade, bronze anodized spring, flamed clip. So catacomb. This one here, Jackie and I came up with a description of this sculpting. I'm going to call it braided rope. I think that really touches in on the effect. It's got that really, I want to say nicely patterned ribbing on it, but definitely braided rope. That's totally cool. We have copper worn rivets on this. It looks like aviation style rivets on the handle. Bronze spring. And again, obviously, if you don't know Praetorian T models, I mean, bleh. All right, this one, Iwo Jima. We've got a little clip of it here. It's not the full image. Hard to hit the full image on this knife, but I think you can tell nonetheless what the image is. So a memorial to the Iwo Jima Memorial. PVD hardware, PVD breaker and clip, and a lovely violet to bronze fade on the handles. Gives some nice drama to the background. Some very kind of cool rustic sculpting. It's hammered. It's got flaming on the handle. That's why the anodizing looks sporadic, because it is. And here it is the anodized fade. So you'll see more solid transition of the colors, even though there are different colors on it. There is a solid transition, whereas this is intermittently throughout the blade, that flamed pattern. Here's the same faced and flamed kind of mitochondrial, what would Jeff call it, chimera. Just very cool faced and flame pattern on the handle. So we did that on the Praetorian T. We have 2 of the Slim Midi and 1 of the Micro. So it's cool to see the whole family there. And then last but not least, the USMC Fighter Flipper. Boy, this knife has been received so well. Again, faced and flamed on it. No color in the background, so it looks like a polished silver. It really highlights and brings out the sculpting, or I'm sorry, the milling on the handles, the grooves on the handles. Bronze anodized spring, faced and flamed clip, PVD pommel, and a black hard anodized spacer. Damn, sexy knife. I mean, I gotta tell you, oh, I can't talk anymore. That was a big video. Lots of cool knives headed out to Edit Fradon Lock in Syracuse, New York. Check them out as soon as you can. They're great to deal with. They've been with us for about 8 years now at least. So a wonderful company to do business with. You guys are all awesome. Thanks for watching the videos. And until the next time, I'm out.